Hey, how goes it? Ken Bozak here to talk about Bitcoin and Bitcoin accessories. And today I'm with my bro, Gaston Cruz from blockchainbeach.us. How goes it, bro? Thanks for coming on the show. I know it's a lot earlier there than it is here.
It's definitely a lot earlier. Thank you for having internet issues, and it gave me an extra hour to get my head together.
Well, you're
Right.
welcome, I guess. That was a pain in the ass, but at least you got some more rest. So why don't you go ahead and jump right into it? Who are you and what do you do in the space, man?
Yeah, my name is Gaston Cruz, based out of the LA area. Got into Bitcoin a few years ago. I think it was 2013-ish. I don't know. Bitcoin was about $2 when I found out about it. And I just thought it was absolutely ridiculous, some sort of like monopoly thing. But that's all I knew. They just told me, hey, this is they were just shaking a coin, just like
Yeah.
they said there's 50 Bitcoins on here. This is a future Bitcoin millionaire. And that's it. That's all they said. It was digital currency, and that that was a wrap. Exactly. So that's how I was introduced into Bitcoin. And on top of that, it was a real terrible video in like a basement, no lighting, back when 3 megapixel cameras were the shiz.
I feel like
And
the quality in crypto content started to get better as the price went up.
yeah, well, that too, that too. But yeah, at the time I was stacking silver and ran into Max Kaiser, listened to him for a few months, really respected his opinion, and then he just started talking about Bitcoin being $20. And I was like, well, I kind of heard about Bitcoin, but I don't really know much about it. So I'm going to take one more look because Max is talking about it, and I really respect his opinion.
Max has been big on it since like $4.
Really?
Yeah.
Shoot. Well, I took a second look at it, and then that's when I found out about blockchain and transferring money from here to anywhere for the exact same price through the internet, and nobody owns it. It's absolutely free. The decentralization, the immutability of it. And I was like, wait a minute. And then that's when I really started thinking of money as everybody has a point of view of money. Money is absolutely fictional. So why do we keep governments controlling the money stream when they're just throwing it in there and out there, when we can have like a set amount of like 21 million, and have everybody have a chance, rather than it go directly to the bankers and then they loan it out and it just becomes a long stream of a pyramid scheme.
Right, that's kind of why I closed my bank account when I found out. Like, Bitcoin kind of taught me a lot because, like, I didn't really care about money. So when I looked into Bitcoin at first, I found out about fractional reserve banking and fractional reserve lending and all that. And I was just like, no, I don't want to participate in this. So I stopped getting direct deposit. I stopped having a bank account. I started holding cash in hand. And then I was like, I got to invest in something. I almost went the gold and silver route. Luckily, I stumbled on the Bitcoin right before. So yeah, dude, kind of segue into it. You flew me down to LA not too long ago to do a meetup with Omar Bam, and he gave me my first silver coin right here.
Oh, there you go. Hey, we got them at the same time,
Yeah,
dude.
you were there. That's what I mean. So
Yeah.
Omar Bam, shout out to you for giving my first state issued shitcoin. It's an actual silver coin. That is really fucking cool of him, man. And so yeah, dude. So Blockchain Beach. That's what I flew down to LA for, to hang out with you, Omar Bam, and do the meetup. And we actually got to hang out with the entire like Spank Chain team that came out that night. That was really cool of them. So maybe talk a little bit about Blockchain Beach and your involvement and what they do.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was actually running my own meetup in my area because I couldn't find one, so I just made one and they came. Pretty much that old
If
saying, you
you
build it,
build
they
it,
will
they
come.
will. Yeah.
Exactly. And the community in Long Beach is still a little bit small. The West LA area still has a good grasp on a lot of techies. A lot of people are leaving the Silicon Valley for Silicon Beach. So there's a lot of people out there who are real techies and have some sort of grasp on crypto or tech. And I was invited. I was invited to one event, and at the time I knew Omar. And when I got there, there was 100 people at the event, and 40 people were trying to come in. but they couldn't get in because we were at fire code. And I was like, oh, this is awesome. I want to get Omar over here. I think he'll be great fit here. I'm sure he can get great interviews. So many people were there. A lot of projects were there, and I was like, I need to tell Omar about it. But after the event, we had a small get together at a bar, and it was only about 8 people, which 2 of them were organizers, Matt and Austin. And somebody asked Matt, like, hey, what do you need for Blockchain Beach? And he's like, dude, we need everything. We need people to help bring on sponsors. We need people to bring on panelists. We need people to set up. We need people to clean up. We need everything. And I was like, hey, dude, I just want to give back to the community. I'll definitely love to assist you. And he's like, yeah, man, come on through. And apparently I was the only volunteer out of those people that kind of wanted to volunteer. So I went to a meeting when they were planning their next one. And they had a bunch of names on the board that they wanted, and one of them just said Omar. And then I asked, like, hey, who's Omar? They're like, oh, Omar Bam from Crypto's News. We've been reaching out to him, emailing him for months, and can't get a hold of him. We want him on the panel. And I was like, hold up. Just whipped out my phone.
Right.
A few text messages. 10 minutes later, Omar was on the panel, and he's been a part of Blockchain Beach events ever since then. I think he's been to almost every one.
And I can see why he's a part of the fam there, because when I first met you guys, it was family. Like you said, like you were building the team. It wasn't like we're hiring people that don't want to be here. It was people that were volunteering because they wanted to build the community up. So, it was like a grassroots community project, what Blockchain Beach is doing. And by doing that, the quality of the interaction is just immense, dude. It's every time I turn a corner, there's amazing people to talk to that they either know so much or they want to know so much. So either way, I get to talk about Bitcoin at every turn at Blockchain Beach. And after that meetup, you flew me out and I did a panel with Omar and Bitcoin Ben, truck driving friend.
Yep.
Then I even had my buddy Kyle Kemper. He flew down from Canada to be on the panel. We had a couple other people on that panel. It was just a really good conversation in general. And that whole day was just such a good vibe because, like, you had Judd Weiss there with Lit.club, which if y'all don't know, Lit.club is like a premium cannabis company. So check out Lit.club. And, they were one of the sponsors of a Blockchain Beach event. So it was really cool to walk into an event and see all these blockchain projects and see a cannabis company with Judd Weiss, like, right there in the corner. I was just like, that is what we need. We need things that aren't crypto, so there isn't an echo chamber. We need that one outlet that just funnels that information. And having a cannabis, company there at a cryptocurrency event brings that conversation together. Now they can take that to their friends instead of crypto alike. I got to talk to Consensus. There was a lot of good companies there. Can you talk a little bit about that and how it is like organizing those events and maybe what happens after them? Like, what's the takeaway?
So the main point of Blockchain Beach is to organize an event that is affordable for the average day Joe, the everyday crypto guy. Not every crypto guy getting in has enough money to buy a whole Bitcoin. He's probably buying chunks, that's more reasonable. And same thing goes for conventions. I mean, you're seeing conventions go anywhere between $300 to the low thousands. And unfortunately, no matter how diehard of a fan or a crypto guy you are, if you don't have that money, you're not getting in. And, we really think that business model is really boxing out a lot of information.
Exactly.
And what we do at Blockchain Beach is we just make it more affordable. We make where the grassroots meetup meets the mainstream convention, and we try to bridge that gap in the middle, and I think we do it very well. Our tickets run anywhere between free to $20. If you want extra perks, we can bump you up, get you some swag, get you some VIP, get you some alone time with certain people, certain projects. We can definitely do that. And a Blockchain Beach event, it is a job to put together. Absolutely.
Well, they're not shit shows, that's for sure. Like, the quality of the event, it shows that it takes a lot of time and effort.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I thought coming in, you just put people on a panel and you're done.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and
Good
then now
luck.
I have people just running up to me like, "Hey, I want to be on your panel. Hey, I want to be on your panel." I'm like, "Oh gosh." You got to vet the people. A lot of people I don't even know. I don't even know you. I had a guy on LinkedIn from like Germany that wanted to be on my panel, and I was like, dude, I don't know you. And he just kept telling me that like I speak in Germany. I speak in Germany about blockchain. But I was like, but I don't know you. Like, how am I just gonna have nobodies on the panel? So first of all, our panels are great. If you're not working on a project or you're not well known, you're probably not gonna be on the panel.
Yeah, no,
That's why I
they're
can't.
really quality conversations, man. Like I learned a lot coming to that event.
Yeah, like you're on the panel. People know Ken. People know Omar. People know Bitcoin Ben. We've had EOS on the panel. We had Ethereum people on the panel. You name it, either projects, YouTubers, something with crypto that has a name to it that people want to actually see. That's number one. Number two, you know, we generate our revenue to put the project together through sponsors. So that if you want to have a booth there, if you really, really want to speak about something about your project and just show your project for a few minutes, we can definitely work with that. And that's where we bring on the revenue to put on the show because, renting out the place isn't free.
No, and that
Uh,
venue I was at last time was nice venue, and recently at Crypto Investment Summit, Blockchain Beach had a yacht after party, and that party was lit, bro. I was there. I couldn't stay long because I literally had a flight. I think it was at like 11 p.m., and that's when the yacht was docking back at the pier. So I would have missed my flight if I stayed on the boat, the ship. Yeah, you can't call a yacht a boat. It's a ship. But anyway, it was really cool to see that you guys were able to get the sponsorships, to get the funding, to put something on that was that, I would say that that was like a mainstream party, but it was really from a grassroots community. Like it was a big thing. It looked like it was a corporate type of a thing, but it was really a community of people that put that together for the crypto community. So it was really
Absolutely.
freaking cool of you guys to do something like that, where there was like a crypto yacht party, and it wasn't $1,000, to get on the yacht party and just check it out, have a good time. And I got to, dude, there was like 100 epic, elite, amazing crypto personalities and people from, it was really cool to see that condensed quality of people hanging out on a yacht. And I think I saw, what was the ATM that was up there? Because he's even had a Bitcoin ATM
We had a
on the
Bitcoin
freaking
ATM on
yacht.
there
You
on
could
the
buy and
yacht.
sell Bitcoin on the yacht, dude. That was
Yep.
cool.
Boom. Yeah, he's definitely a regular. And we just bring everybody together at one place for the community. And the yacht was amazing. Definitely a bit more of a hassle than a stationary area like the places that we work at. But we're definitely going to be working with yachts down the line. We just have to, put the dominoes in the correct order for that to
I'm
happen again.
sure
But
we
that one
know
was a
enough
job.
crypto rich kids to let us borrow one of their toys.
Yeah, probably.
Like, hey, Brock, can I borrow one of your spare toys? Just a small yacht.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, that's what we're doing at Blockchain Beach. We're
So,
giving
what are you
back at an
working on
affordable
in the
rate.
future? Going forward, are you going to be trying to do like consensus or futurist? Those conference size events? Or are you just looking to stick to the meetups? Like, what's going forward for Blockchain Beach?
There's a lot of ideas on the table. One of them was, the idea you were talking about on Twitter. We were pitching that idea around uh, right before we went to World CryptoCon. We were pitching around the idea of having just a big, giant crypto meetup at a mansion. No
Crypto
panels.
Twitter Con, yeah, man.
Pretty much like that. Yeah, no panels, no sponsorships, just everybody getting together, networking, and just talking about crypto at a house in LA, pretty much a mansion, and and um, we're talking about another yacht
Maybe we can
party.
collaborate on Crypto TwitterCon meets Blockchain Beach giant
Yeah,
party in LA because I got about 500 people interested in Crypto TwitterCon on Twitter.
well, we're ready. I mean, I was already talking to Austin when you threw that out there. I was like, dude, we can do this. I mean, because it still needs organization.
Yeah.
It still needs like organization. You're trying to bring in 500 people to a certain location. It needs more than just marketing. You're probably gonna
Well, we need
be in.
sponsors for food and drinks and
Oh, there
venue.
you go.
Yeah.
Exactly. See, things start
I was
going
just saying, if there's
crazy.
500 of us, we could like 51% attack a Walmart and just hang out. Like, what are they gonna do? We're just gonna take over aisle 12 and talk about crypto. Fuck you guys.
There you go. Whoever finds those chocolate bitcoins is the winner. So we'll make it a
Oh,
scavenger hunt.
you know what I thought would have been a good idea? Because I'm pretty sure that's a Walmart product, right? The chocolate
Maybe
bitcoins. I
it
think. I'm
could
not
be.
sure. But whoever made those, I feel like they really screwed up because they could have went with the Willy Wonka thing and put like one Bitcoin in one of them underneath the gold filling. So when you lifted it up, it was like a laminated private key. They didn't do it, but they could have. They totally dropped the crypto Willy Wonka ball on that.
Maybe we should reach out to them and make it a more of instead of a bag packaging, make it more of a wrap packaging, and inside the wrapping, it's a paper wallet, and
Yeah.
you're forced to scan it and see if there's any Bitcoin on there for
See?
you.
See, this is
Even
what
point one, even
exactly.
something just to encourage adoption. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and like these candy companies could even find a sponsor to do it. I'm sure, even if it isn't Bitcoin, the Dash proposals. If Hershey was to submit a proposal to the Dash, proposal system, they would totally get funded just to give away Dash. So we could probably see. This is why I love this guy. Everybody, things happen when we talk, and like he's listening. Yo, like I just talk. He's gonna make something happen. Watch, like this dude's an action maker. So what's next for you, bro? What's going on with you for the rest of the year? You got any plans up until New Year's? Any
You,
crypto
I got
conferences?
I got big plans. I don't know how big they are, but I feel like I'm a true crypto early adopter of the early adopters. I didn't get it in last year. I didn't get it in for the money. I got in it for the revolution. When I
Same.
got in, I was like, this thing can absolutely work. We just need more people. And it took time. I think we have the people now enough to spread the word and put out the content. Now I think we're at that stage where we need to start setting up true adoption, real adoption. And I am actually going out to shoot today to do some video and mic testing. And I'm going to start my show out here in Long Beach
Oh
called
snap!
Go Spend Crypto. And that show is all about going to actual physical locations and spending crypto. We're going to go out to these actual retailers, walk in, we're going to advertise their store, we're going to advertise their product. We're going to buy something in crypto, no matter what crypto it is. And then we're going to talk to the owner, or the manager, or the decision maker about what are the pros and cons about accepting crypto.
I would right now imagine the biggest con is going to be the lack of customers actually using it. That's about it. Right now, they're ahead of the curve. If you're accepting crypto, you're probably not going to have many customers, one out of 1,000. And that's because we're in a bear market. People are accumulating instead of spending it as a currency. They're using it more as a store of value. But that doesn't really affect its use. That just affects the way people are using it, right? It still is a currency. It's still a store of value. It's all of this. But yeah, right now I don't see many people using it, so that kind of turns people off from accepting it. But I help some small businesses, and how I sort of pitch. Accepting crypto is like, when Diner Club card first came out, not too many businesses were accepting credit cards and or debit cards. And when Visa first came out again, nobody was really accepting it. But the people that were those, early adopters to this technology of currency, they ended up getting a different type of customer because that was a status symbol to have a Diner Club card. So you would have this status symbol of money, and you would want to spend that at places that appreciated your status. So now that I'm a Bitcoin billionaire, I want to spend my Bitcoin where stores appreciate my Bitcoin. So that's where I try to tell them, like, you're not going to have them yet, but when it does roll out into a position of, everyday currency where more people are spending it, they're going to come to you before they go to these corporate companies. If you're a mom and pop shop and you're accepting Bitcoin, you have an advantage over Walmart for once.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think of two things every once in a while since I got this show idea in my head. Number one, I wish we had more Ken Bozaks out there, literally using it as a currency.
Yeah, people got
And
to stop
number two,
hodling. I mean, hodl, but use it.
Yes, I mean, I really want to pitch like you have to use this stuff. If you really want to see a $100,000 Bitcoin, a $1 million Bitcoin, this Bitcoin has to be accepted like Visa and MasterCard. And the only way to get it accepted is by people using it. If people, and then number two is the trading. Number two is the trading. And you and me were talking about this. You told me like Satoshi would be pissed if everybody was just trading Bitcoin just to make the price go up. And that's absolutely true. Nothing against traders, nothing against them, but I wish we were making actual retail or some sort
Yep.
of financial transactions as much as we were actually trading these
Dude, and
things.
the OTC traders are worse.
Mm.
They're not
I was,
helping anything, dude, because that doesn't help the price at all, dude. When these people are buying and selling, behind closed doors, I mean, great, keep it off the records, I guess, screw that. But still, if you're only trading it to trade it, I think it was Justin that said it, the Bitcoin kid. He was the guy with like the blonde hair surfer kid that lived in a treehouse. He was on the news. Everybody gave him shit because he didn't make Bitcoin look good.
mm.
Nobody needs to make Bitcoin look good. Bitcoin is good on its own. I don't need to make Bitcoin look good. But Justin was talking about traders being traitors. Like Benedict Arnold's, like they're traitors to the community because they're trading the currencies. And I actually like believe that. Like traders are traders. Y'all are not with us. You're against us. Stop trading this shit. Use it. Hold it. Earn it. Spend it.
Yeah, absolutely. I really think it needs to get spent. Like number one, that's like the utmost thing. Like, gosh, like, does anybody remember the white paper?
It's only like
This,
7 pages.
you can get the audiobook for free on
It's a
YouTube. It'll
short
read it to you.
story.
Look, man, use the damn thing. But yeah, it definitely needs to get used. Who will come up and stay on top is, it's definitely going to be more than just Bitcoin. And we'll see who does that. We'll let the
So you don't
market
consider
decide that.
yourself a maximalist. You do have hopes for other blockchains with other purposes.
Yes, yes. And one of my buddies from up north, a really sharp guy, he actually works on the Burst Coin project. Sharp, sharp individual. He's a dev. He's been in Bitcoin before it was worth anything. I think he told me he bought like one of his first transactions was like he bought a beer for either 2,000 or 20,000 Bitcoin. He was mining Bitcoin before it was anything. He
That
was
hurts.
he said, "Hey man, at
I
that
hope it
time,
was a good beer at least.
he said at that time, dude, it was like trading stickers for beer.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Here, I'll give you one of these, Pokemon cards if you give me some beer.
there you go. One of these
Actually, this is
steam monsters.
Steam Monsters, bro.
Steam
Hide your private
monsters.
key. You're showing your private key. I hope you. Oh,
There you go.
yeah.
Nobody's gonna take that one.
I hope you better activate your Steam Monster today now. If you didn't activate
Okay.
your account,
Are
I
they up and
can't.
running yet?
Man, yeah. I think I'm pretty sure. I actually haven't activated mine either, but that's why this one's covered, and then this one doesn't have the activation key. It's just the public address, and is the key is stamped out because it's no longer valid. But I do have one of the ones that you have, and
Yeah.
see, it says right here that this has a $10 value, bro.
Dude, why didn't you give me that one? Oh, mine does have a $10 value.
Yeah, I
It's a
hooked you
start
up, bro.
set.
I'm telling you. You get like a whole account and everything. Steam Monsters is legit. My buddy Matt, who I actually met at a Bitcoin PHL meetup, and turns out this fucking dude is the dude who created the upvote bot for Steambot. I was like,
Yeah.
wait, you? And he's like, yeah. I was like, you're at my meetup? And he's like, yeah, dude, nice to meet you. And I'm like, no, dude, nice to meet you, man. Like I like meeting developers because like as a user, without the devs, I wouldn't have anything to use. So like basically coders are like little mini gods to me, like demigods. I'm like, holy shit, dude, you can manifest stuff. With your fingers, you're just like a wizard. And yeah, he made Steam Monsters, and it's pretty damn cool. I'm more into like dApps and stuff. Like, all right, so for you personally, what interests you in this industry? Because it does cover everything. It encompasses all. Are you kind of like the Like I like to use dApps, so I like to play the games, Crypto Kitties, Blockchain Cuties, Coin Droids, Dope Raiders. I could do this all day because I really do play these games. Like, what do you use in crypto? What's like your appeal to it?
Yeah, anything that involves absolute revolution and the freedom, the actual beginning blocks of the entire crypto community. So I really use, even though this is so basic, I literally use Brave browser on everything. I'm using the Brave browser on absolutely
I
everything on my
just earned
phone.
800 BAT this month from
Damn,
contributors to my Brave browser. So
good.
thank you for doing that because that does contribute. You know, it's microtransactions. Can you explain Brave browser and how basic attention token works?
So in the basic form, you right now, I don't know if they're still giving out free Brave
They
to,
were for a
sorry, basic
while.
attention tokens. Are they still doing that?
I don't think they are anymore, but
Uh,
I'm not sure. I stopped following it.
Gotcha. So pretty much Brave is just another browser. It's kind of works almost exactly like Chrome,
Hmm.
and it's actually invented by Brandon Ike,
Who
who was
invented
actually
Java?
who invented Java. He was one of the lead devs on the Mozilla Firefox, so he has a really good background.
Yeah, he
And the
does.
basic concept of it was I actually teach this at my meetups for all the beginners who think these cryptocurrencies are just currencies. Uh, the Brave browser actually is helping you out, and the way it's helping you out is this is the example I always use. If you go on Google Chrome right now and you're shopping for a car, and let's say you just type in Honda Civic, Google is going to sell your information to auto dealers in your area. So once you put in Honda Civic, the your most closest Honda dealerships would be ads right below the search, and then you'll see the regular search. So Google actually grabbed your info, sold it over to Honda, and they paid them for it. So Google's making money off of you that way. Hey man, fair play to them. That's their business
Yeah, but
model.
it gets annoying when you go on Facebook and now all your ads are Civic ads, and then you go and you're checking your email and you have an email for like a local Civic dealership. I'm like, it just becomes harassment at some point.
Correct. And pretty much you are the product. You are the product that Google sells to businesses. So that's where the Brave browser comes in. And what the Brave browser pretty much says, we're going to put a stop to that. We're going to give our users the option of selling their information. And since it is their information, they deserve a cut of the sale. And what we're going to do is if you do turn on Brave ads, once that works, which is most likely Q1 or Q2 of next year, we will pay you 70% of whatever we make off your information back in the basic attention token. Not to take in addition that you can run a Tor browser in the actual browser
Yeah, it's built
and
in.
built in, and you can also, I haven't used this yet, but you can also use Google Chrome apps on it now, what I heard.
Yeah, the applications that you can have running on it, and now you can build extensions that are very similar. If you're a developer, you can build extensions. It's really cool, and I believe Chrome has announced the end of their extensions coming soon. So it's going to be a real pain in the ass to build things like those little extensions and apps you have in the corner for Chrome coming up. But another cool thing about Brave is that if you have the basic attention tokens, like you were earning them because they were rewarding you, you can set up a basic attention token wallet, and every time you watch my YouTube channel right now on the Brave browser and you have your basic attention token wallet up there up and running, you can set a faucet so you can drip me a little bit of basic attention token while you're watching my YouTube videos on the Brave browser. Or you can go to kenbozak.com, and because you visited the website, your faucet will leak a little bit of basic attention token because I don't have any ads. You know what I mean? So it's like a way to contribute. You opt in to basically micro sponsoring your favorite content creators. And if you are a content creator, like your show, you know, when you get it up and running, you go to Brave browser, go to basic attention token, claim your YouTube channel. So when people do tip you, you get the payments right away. And for me, I get my basic attention token and it goes directly to my Uphold wallet. So that's UPHOLD, Uphold. And guys, if you don't have one, check out Uphold because they're really cool. And the way they work is amazing. We could talk about that all day. But I did want to dig into a little bit of like you again personally. I wanted to see what are some of the mistakes that you have made in crypto. Have you lost a private key? Did a bad trade? Things like that. Like, what's some of the mistakes that you've maybe made so people can learn from your mistakes, not do it themselves?
Mistakes. I pretty much I left crypto. I think that was my biggest mistake. I got my first few Bitcoins, and then I was like, okay, I got my Bitcoins, and now what? And so at the time, like, I couldn't just go on YouTube and find somebody talking about it. I was just too damn early. I was literally on this deserted island. And once Bitcoin hit $100, I went crazy. I was like, oh shit, what is this stuff? So I went to talk to everyone about it, and people were just like, you're smoking crack, bro.
Digital like, magic man. Internet crack.
Exactly. So I put my Bitcoins on a paper wallet, threw them in the safe, and then I was like, let's see what happens. And at that time, the amount of content and information that was out there was so slim. I should have absolutely stayed in the game and done DYOR, done my own research.
Yeah.
And but it was very tight. It was hard to get info. I heard this conversation from what's his name, Charles Hoskinson. When he got into Bitcoin, he flew into a meetup, and I think it was like, I'm going to say Denver, but I'm not sure where it was. He flew into the meetup just to talk to other people about Bitcoin because he couldn't find anyone to talk to Bitcoin about.
Wow.
And I think he said there was 3 people there who were signed up for the meetup. He gets to this cafe. Nobody shows up. No one shows up. So he said he stayed there talking about Bitcoin to himself for an hour. So he did the meetup, and that's true. That's the true hodl right there, man.
No, it is, man. But damn, imagine how much Bitcoin that flight cost.
But yeah, I should have never left. So there's a gap of history that I have to catch up on.
So guys, if you're listening, man, the moral is don't give up hope, don't give up faith, and don't give up that first inkling. That FOMO that you may have had when you first heard about the tech and got interested. Try to hold on to that because it does get boring as fuck. I've been in this space since 2015, and I'm kind of desensitized to all the awesomeness that blockchain really is. I'm just so kind of over it. I would say I'm not bored, but I am kind of like numb to the excitement. And I have to keep reminding myself that this is the very beginning stages of a financial revolution. It's not so much boring. This is the calm right before the storm. And there was a lot of excitement early in when we were rallying the troops, and now we're rallied, and we're just waiting for Satoshi's next orders.
Yeah, and a lot of people walked out. I run a meetup out in Long Beach. Name of it is Blockchain Plus. And we're very grassroots. We're there to help people who don't know anything about a Bitcoin, anything about a blockchain. And you can come over here and ask any questions. I think one of the holes in our game in general is helping out the newbies. These blockchain beach events, these World CryptoCon events, they're awesome to do. But what about the millions of people who just stepped into the game and they just learned what a Bitcoin is, and they're trying to grasp what a blockchain is, and people are throwing crypto kitties in their face. They're like, wait, I thought this was money.
Yeah. But these kitties are money. These kitties are money.
They are money. But I think people need to lend their hand out to these newbies.
Yes.
I've had people come out to my meetups and say, hey, I just got into crypto, and I want to trade just a little bit, and all I want to know how to do is move my money off Coinbase and put it on Binance. I had this one guy, he came out. Military vet, man, older gentleman. He wanted to trade. He was like, I met some guy on Craigslist who was going to help me move my funds from Coinbase to Binance so I can trade a little bit, but he wanted to charge me $200 an hour. And I was like, just to learn how to make the transaction.
Wow, I
I was like,
have free
dang.
YouTube video on that. Right now, you can go to kenbozak.com and learn how to use Binance. And
There you go. So he came to my meetup, showed him how to do it, and he was very grateful for it. And I have anywhere from that all the way to I had this lady come up to me and she was like, I was like explaining it to her, and she didn't care what the hell a blockchain was. She didn't care about the revolution. She just wanted to make money.
mm,
And I was like, I'm not hating on that. I'm not hating on that. Okay, I'm not gonna hate on that. But it's not all about just the money. But her mindset was, my coworker told me Ripple was the next Bitcoin.
yeah, I've had those conversations, man. It's hard to educate people that don't want to be educated. They just want to do things and have scapegoats when shit doesn't work out. Like the whole trying to explain a centralized currency and versus a decentralized currency, a stakeable versus a proof of work, and it almost scares them out of it. I've had people come to me and ask me about Ripple and stuff during the whole like $3 Ripple mooning, and I was just like, look, I wouldn't, but if you really want to know, I'll tell you how. But I'm just saying, like, it's not something I would do. But I didn't want to use my own personal like opinion to prevent people from learning, like that came to me for knowledge. Like it hurt to teach people how to buy Ripple. It really did. But it was like, it also was like one of those things like, all right, well, you're gonna get hurt. This is just like me teaching you how to ride a bike. You're gonna get hurt, but hopefully you get back on the bike and it's a better bike than Ripple, and you get Bitcoin next time. Um,
Absolutely.
but yeah, but basically what you're saying is how I feel, man. We have a responsibility as crypto enthusiasts, as early adopters, as financial benefactors of this currency going up in value, to on ramp more people. The people that post that meme with the guy poking Bitcoin with a stick and he's like, do
Do
something.
something.
Well, how about you get off your fucking ass and do something? Host a meetup like Gaston did in LA. How about like Bitcoin PHL like I've been doing? Like there's a lot that you can do than just tweet a meme that's like Bitcoin should do so. How about you do something with it? Go to your local convenience store and try to show them how to accept Bitcoin, since you're in this space and you have benefited, and maybe that's what you want. You want financial gain. Well, how about you contribute to the community, and you help us gain traction with adoption, and that way you'll have your Bitcoin doing something. You won't need your stick and you won't have to poke it. It'll be rolling down the street because we'll all be helping the momentum together.
Absolutely. Everybody needs to step up. Meetup.com, you have to actually pay for to set up like an actual meetup. And I thought that was a little odd, but whatever. I went ahead and paid it. But I have a buddy out here in the desert, about an hour east, and population out there is nothing close to what the LA area is. I would say about a tenth, maybe even less than that. And I talked to him like, "What's the crypto community out like in your area?" He's like, "Dude, nothing. There's zero action going on in my area." And I was like, "Dude, how about this? How about I set up a meetup on my page so you don't have to pay? We'll do it. I'll set it up. You just run it. Just go to a cafe and let's see what kind of attention it gets." Because I've done meetups in my area and I have people coming out from an hour away, coming
Yeah,
out to my meetups.
I've had people drive from New York City to Philadelphia for a Bitcoin PHL meetup, and all I did was go to Facebook and I started a group and created a meetup and just started inviting people in other Philly groups to come, like car groups, tattoo groups, real estate investor groups, anything that was a Philadelphia related group. I just kind of shilled my meetup and people came out, man. And at some point, we even had Tone Vase fly to Philadelphia just to do a free TA seminar for about 50 people that wanted to learn TA for free that couldn't afford zero point 0.1 Bitcoin. Hey, that's fair. Tone Vase does have a wealth of knowledge. He charges zero point 0.1 Bitcoin, which he has been charging since Bitcoin was like $400 or less. He's always charged like zero point 0.1 Bitcoin for an hour of his time to educate people, and for free. he paid for his own ticket. He flew out. He did his own thing, and he helped my meetup learn. And that's like, I just feel like, oh shit, look at what I contributed. You know, I helped so many people by having somebody who came and helped other people. And if you're watching this, dude, I really hope that everybody watching decides to start their own meetup, or go join a local meetup. Look for one, contribute to it, because like seriously, in all honesty, fuck conferences, man. Like conferences are stupid. Meetups are the real true like mainstream adoption momentum setters. Conferences are for suits that just want to know what the next Bitcoin is and invest in companies. They're VCs and all that crap. I've been to enough conferences to know. Go to a meetup instead. Host a meetup, and do things that are more community driven and grassroots effort, because I don't know, dude, if you followed consensus, but like they were accepting crypto for a while for their tickets in New York City. They made millions of dollars for ticket sales, and they just sold all the crypto for fiat. So it's not like these conferences are contributing to our industry. They're leeching off of it. The meetups are important to me, and like what Blockchain Beach is doing by being a I mean, Blockchain Beach is a quality meetup that more people should look to for how things should run. And I don't know, like, are you guys willing to help other meetups organize and learn your structure? Because finding the venue, finding the sponsors, organizing the panels, it is a process. Like, is there any way we can help those that are watching do what we do?
You know, one thing that helps is knowing people. We have a ginormous network here in LA by now, and every time we do an event, it just multiplies. Don't be afraid to start small. Don't be afraid to start small. Give back. Be grateful, and just put in the work, and it all comes. And it's just been happening to me. My meetup started in a cafe. I didn't know if anyone was gonna show up. I didn't know anyone coming. None of my friends came. And that's okay. I was like, I know I'm doing the right thing.
You know they're your real friends because they didn't come. You know what I mean? They were like, I'll be real with you. This shit is boring.
I understand. But yeah, I started small. I was grateful. I worked hard. I gave back. I didn't charge anything. And then after the meetup, we went out for drinks. And it's all good. And ever since then, the more I give back and the more grateful I stay, and the more work I put in, the more I get back. And That's how I ended up at Blockchain Beach. And my network grew, and I gave back. I even, one of the reasons I started the meetup was because I couldn't find one. And number two, Omar said I should go start one. So I was like, all right, I'm already down 2 in the hole. I don't have anything else to say against it. Somebody has to do it. Why not me? So I did it. But yeah, it all comes back. I eventually got kicked out of the cafe because I had too many people.
Dude, that's awesome. I could just see your face like, really? Like, they're going to buy coffee, you dick.
Yeah, we're like, you're too many people. I was like, okay, well, let me reserve an area. And they're like $20 a head. And I was like, wait, I'm not going to charge my people to come and learn about this stuff. I think this should be really open for everyone.
That's where I found sponsors. I found sponsors that actually helped me give people crypto for coming to my meetup. So I was actually, for the first year I was doing my meetups, I would pay people for coming to my meetup. I probably given away more crypto than I have left at this damn point, honestly. And it's not like it's something I'm really upset about, because like that's my contribution. It's not that I can't. I'm not a coder. I'm not a developer. I'm not a founder of a company. So what I can do as far as my contribution is, is do what what you're doing with meetups and helping people get a little red pill in their pocket in case they feel like taking it.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I just say grateful. Kept giving back. Kept being honest with people. Like, I am not charging for this. Now we're at the point where more people want to actually come to a more basic grassroots meetup.
Dude, the line, I'm just sorry to keep interrupting you, but guys, seriously, the line to the Blockchain Beach meetup that I was at for the panel I was on, it went around the corner. It was like an L-shaped line of like 100 people. So the interest in LA is huge now, thanks to you.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, and thank you for giving us time to talk about it. But yeah, now the meetup, the small meetup that I run, that's very basic for all the beginners. Now I'm having Hodl Fuel gonna send me some coffee. I just had Crypto Space where you stayed at send me swag
So yeah,
for the
dude,
last event.
can I tell
Yeah,
people about that?
yeah,
So, all
yeah.
right, guys, listen. This is how much this guy and me we this is love, like love because I wanted to go to Crypto Investment Summit. I was in Vegas for I forget what it was, maybe Block
Money
Show, no,
2020.
Money
Money
2020. Thank
2020.
you. I was at Vegas. I've been to Vegas like 10 times this year for different conferences, but I was in Vegas for Money 2020. I wanted to go to LA for Crypto Investment Summit, and it was a 4.5 hour drive. And I was just like, I don't know. And Gaston was like, well, come on, I can get you a place to crash. I was like, really? All right, cool. So, we get to LA and we go to Crypto Space, which is, yeah, Crypto Space. It was
Right.
the Bitcoin Cash Cafe. And when you walk in, it is this huge learning facility where people can like sit down and network and mingle and just like have a meetup basically. And it's a really great venue. But we got to crash there, and every wall is a window, so it's a completely see-through fish tank. And there's me, my buddy, oh crap,
Daryl
Darrow,
and
yeah,
Wayne.
Darrow and Wayne, from Concierge Club, Concierge.club, and we're crashing on the floor of this fish bowl. So we're just like watching TV and we're just laying on the floor, and people are walking around us at like 2 a.m. peeking in, and dude, it was so cool of those guys to let us crash there. So thank you so much, Crypto Space, and yeah, man, thank you for helping us put that together because we were just gonna crash in the car.
Oh man, that's a tight squeeze. But yeah, man, crypto space is awesome. They're pretty much a crypto sanctuary out in San Pedro, which is about 20 minutes away from Long Beach. Blockchain Beach is more um, West LA, so they're about 35 to 45, maybe an hour, depending on traffic from Long
It was
Beach.
about an hour.
Yeah,
Traffic
there
is
you go.
awful in LA, bro.
It's yeah,
No, it's
yeah.
awful. Y'all need way more roads. I think you need to go the Bitcoin Cash method and just more roads, just more
Just more
lanes.
roads, just wider freeways is when I
Yes,
explain to
wider.
people
That's all we need,
8
man. But
megabyte block or 32 or whatever it is now.
I wanted to dig into some of the projects that you've come across by doing what you do because I know I've come across hundreds and maybe five of them or so I really like. So I was just wondering, obviously, besides Bitcoin, what are some of the projects that you've ran into that you're just like, this is cool stuff? I'm not saying like this is going to make us rich. I'm not saying what's your price prediction for EOS. I'm just saying like, what's a project you're genuinely interested in and that you would like to see, something exist so you could use it?
That one, well, I mean, I'm gonna be real blunt. Other than Bitcoin, uh, Litecoin. I think people are sleeping on Litecoin. People are just sleeping on Litecoin. Oh, Litecoin's just a copied code
Since
of
Charlie Lee sold the
Bitcoin.
top, everybody
Yes,
gave up, and that
yes.
shouldn't. Nope, that ain't gonna
But
help your
yeah,
portfolio.
but then the money went right back into the Litecoin
Yep,
Foundation.
yep. They don't know this, so can you educate
Like
them on that?
so so let's say I ran a business. Let's say I ran a business and let's say I'm Elon Musk. Let's say I'm
Okay,
Elon Musk.
you look
And
like them, twins.
let's say I'm Elon Musk and I dumped all my shares of Tesla. Every single last share of Tesla cashed out. And with all that money, I threw it back into developing Tesla. Did I sell out? Did I
That
sell out?
that sounds like a good fucking move on my end.
Right? So Charlie, yeah, he dumped his Litecoin, but he put it into the Litecoin Foundation.
Yup.
And at the end of the day, money is whatever we choose it to be, whether it be that green paperback that Uncle Sam gives you, or that silver that we choose. Man, I was kidding. I was joking around. I was like, me and my buddies are like, we're gonna go shopping to camp, and when we get to camp, if you don't have something you want that somebody else has, you guys are just gonna have to barter for it. And I was joking around. I was like, hey, I'm gonna buy these bag of Doritos for $4 or $5, but when I get a camp it's probably worth like $40. But since we're not using dollars, somebody gonna have to blow me.
Right? I want a 6 pack of Miller Lite and a back rub, bitch.
Yeah, you want these Doritos? It's a whole nother ball game. So back to Litecoin, not just because it's very similar to Bitcoin, but they're actually using it. I think his name is Johnny Litecoin from the East
Yeah,
Coast.
dude,
You need
he's
to go, dude. He's out there being a true
all
anti
over.
soldier.
I
He's like, dude,
know.
I just came out of this building, blah 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 with Litecoin. I came out of here, they accept Litecoin. This people, they accept Litecoin. These people, they accept Litecoin. I was like, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And
be
that,
linking up with him actually. He's in New Jersey. He opened up
yeah,
about 50 businesses accepting Litecoin this year.
yeah, yeah. So, dude, Litecoin, and then on top of that, I mean, people want to talk about transaction fees and transaction speed. I mean,
Yo, Litecoin just updated, man.
the update, the Lightning Network, and then the number one thing that's on my radar was the damn bank that them and Token Pay went in on
That's
9.9%.
crazy.
And I interviewed Charlie Lee. I don't think that interview ever came out, but it came down to this. I was like, look, Charlie, you own a freaking bank. You own a significant percentage of a bank. Are you going to open up a Lightning Network node out of that thing?
Yeah,
And
yes.
he stumbled over his words and he said, we have a lot of ideas, but he didn't really say yes. But when I ran into the CEO of Token Pay and I hit him with that question, said, yeah, that's pretty much in the plan. So if you're going to be running a Lightning node out of a bank, um, what does that mean? I mean, you probably only going to be able to make transactions in whatever Lightning Network accepts, which is Bitcoin, Litecoin, Decred, and probably a few others. So that is very, very bullish on Litecoin. You're actually able to use Litecoin at locations, and at my next meetup of Blockchain Plus, which is different from Blockchain Beach, we're gonna have the West Coast Litecoin team come out and talk about the Litecoin app that's available right now on Android. You can download the Litecoin app and look up locations in your area where you can buy things in Litecoin. You can find Litecoin ATMs and you can find local crypto events. And I'm sure there's a few other things to do on there. We're definitely going to look at that though. But Litecoin,
Litecoin?
dude.
What's it called?
Lite,
The app?
Litecoin app. The Litecoin app.
The Litecoin app?
Yeah, the Litecoin app.
I'm looking it up. By James.
Yep, that one. So Jim is actually
So
developing
this
it.
one?
Yeah, should be that one. Download it, or you
Alright.
downloaded it already. Yep, get the Litecoin app. Let's talk to James. Let's put the Philly meetup up on there, and I'm sure Litecoin Johnny is definitely. I mean, Johnny Litecoin is definitely gonna be on there or using it. So Litecoin is definitely that gem out there that no one's talking about. I'm like, nobody's talking about this.
So I had a question in the chat, and I figure it's for you at this point. It's from Patrick, and he
Yeah.
wants to know why Litecoin over something like Bitcoin with Lightning. Like, what's Litecoin's appeal when Bitcoin exists?
Well, one of the main things is that it's being pushed harder than Bitcoin. And they want to, I think Charlie got to the point in our interview where they want to use Bitcoin more as a store of value or for larger purchases. And they want to use Litecoin more for everyday purchases. And that's pretty much why Charlie called out Bitcoin Cash and continues to call out Bitcoin Cash about the flappening. It's just
Flappening, yeah.
flapping. At the end of the day, us as humans give money the perspective. And my thing is on Bitcoin Cash is I'm not a hater on Bitcoin Cash just because of bigger blocks, because I can't hate on bigger blocks because I'm a fan of Monero, and Monero has adjustable blocks. So I can't just go out and hate on Bitcoin because
Why
of
do you
bigger
like
blocks.
Monero?
Privacy.
Why not
Privacy.
Dash?
I haven't worked with Dash itself, but from whatever I learned, Monero has a bit better privacy.
See, that's
Uh,
why I don't like Monero as much as I like Dash, hence the
hmm.
smaller tattoo. Ha. But no, why I like Dash over Monero for privacy, which basically would be because Dash has optional privacy, not mandatory privacy where it's fully integrated. Businesses, I don't think that institutional wealth will roll into Monero because regulatory speaking, they're not going to be able to deal with mandatorily private money. Like they're gonna have to have an option to not be private, and then an option to be private to do business to business, private, and then peer to business, customer to business, not private. So I think Dash has more appeal when it comes to institutional capital when you're thinking of the way regulators may force their hands. I like the idea of Monero, but honestly, I think it's more of a cartel, mafia, you know, kind of currency than it would be a corporate currency like Dash. But that's a whole deeper convo. I love privacy coins. I think Pivx recently just got listed on something. I just saw something about Pivx. I was like, wow, privacy coins are starting to pick up some interest right now.
Good, good. We do need some sort of privacy. Like
Do you want to
I
hear
told
about
you.
my first experience in
Yes.
realizing Bitcoin wasn't private? Because this
Go
scared
for
the
it.
fuck out of me, guys. So, Bitcoin is not private like the Monero and stuff we were just talking about. See, if you give somebody your Bitcoin address, they can search it and they can check it out on like Block Explorer and they can see how much Bitcoin you have had, have moved, have received, and then they could take that and check the next address and see what that address is. Maybe it's an exchange, maybe it's a gambling site or something, a blacklisted address that you can track on the exchanges or on the Explorer now. So I had somebody say, "Hey, give me your Bitcoin address. I want to send you some Bitcoin as a tip." I sent them my holdings address because I wanted that tip to just go right to my holdings. I didn't want to touch it, and they searched my Bitcoin address on Block Explorer and they sent me a screenshot of all my money, and I was just totally freaked out, and I was just like, well, that's scary. Imagine if I was at the cafe and I paid for my coffee with Bitcoin, and now that waitress knows how much money is in my account because she checked the transaction history and checked out my address on Block Explorer, and she's like, maybe she's gonna spit in my food next time because I didn't give her a big enough tip because she knows how much I'm like. I don't know, man. It's just unnecessary shit. What if you get kidnapped because you went, and did this with your money? I don't know. All I'm saying is be careful with Bitcoin because it's not private. And I kind of had a really scary experience by somebody showing me my wallet holdings because I didn't know about Bitcoin not being private.
One of the questions I have, in that regard is addresses that tumble.
Samurai Wallet does stuff like that, right?
So, well, my ledger does,
Yeah.
but I have so many questions. So every time I was doing a transaction out of it, because I had to move stuff out, it would give me a different address, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So you can't really track my entire balance that way, because you're just getting a completely different address. So address one was different from address two and address three. And then I was like, wait a minute, what if I want to send? Does my address change or can I send
You can always send to
back?
that address. Yeah, that so as those addresses change, they always go to the same pot. So you could use
Okay.
the first address and the 100th address that your wallet generates, and it should still always send right back to the same pool.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
That's a question I had.
I had
But
worries like that too because when I first got into crypto, I saw that you could change your Bitcoin address in some wallets. You could hit that button and it would just change your Bitcoin address. And I did it, and I was like, "Oh no, I lost all my money!" And I was, yeah, freaked out. And I also, this is my first Bitcoin public address I ever opened. This is my first Bitcoin wallet, and the reason I have this is I took a screenshot of my wallet when I first opened it, and I posted it and said I finally opened a Bitcoin account. And then I deleted it because I didn't know if I could share the public address. I didn't know like what I can and can't share. I didn't know what to do. So I was like, I thought I gave everybody my private keys by sharing my QR code, and it was just, I don't know, man. The learning process was so, it was just full of anxiety because you're dealing with money.
dude, I understand, dude. When I got my first Bitcoin wallet, it took 2, 3 days to sync. I didn't know I was running a fucking node.
Right? Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
you're just sitting there like, where's my money?
Where's my money? Like, I didn't know I couldn't turn off my laptop. I didn't know that. And that's why I do my meetup. Like,
So what wallet are you using right now? What's your daily driver?
I have a Ledger. I have an Exodus wallet. I have the Edge wallet. I have the
Edge is
Loaf wallet.
Loaf.
I have my
Okay.
Coinbase, and I have one more Abra. Did I say Abra?
Abra. Yeah, I have Abra because they gave me $25 for free. That's pretty
That's
much
right.
why I got Abra.
And then I have my Waves wallet. And
Waves, dude. I
whenever,
love Waves. Waves is my
yeah,
shit.
yeah, and whenever I get my holdings off of my Coinbase, they're going directly to a paper wallet because I know everyone can see that
All
transaction.
right,
I
so
see.
so I want to talk about paper wallets as we wrap things up here, man. Are you doing this paper wallet shit right? Because I did make a YouTube video on how to do a paper wallet properly because of how many people are not doing it right. Did you erase the printer's memory starter?
So I haven't done a paper wallet in many years, so I haven't taken a look at
Okay.
it, but I did see that video and I was like, wait, printers hold memory
Yeah,
of print
man.
jobs? I was
So
like, oh
if I
man.
find that printer that you use, I could just print all your paper wallets and sweep those private keys, unless you added a BIP 138 password encryption on top of your private key.
Mm. Well, there you go. I'll definitely be doing that.
Yeah, man.
Uh, but yeah, when I get my money off of Coinbase, it's going directly to a paper wallet, so that's all you can see.
Yeah, I
Because
got.
when I first got my, dude, you got something in the case.
Yeah, so
It's a treasure
I
holder?
have a treasure inside of my leather like pouch. So I have a treasure. It goes
Yeah.
in the leather, and then it goes in the other leather. And I believe added up all together, this is probably like worth way more than I should have, but like with the wallets and the leather. And then on here you have more wallets. So I have the ledger, and then I have, where is it? Aha. Another one. So I have the original. Nobody even can buy these anymore. These little guys, the
The ones that
nano.
only hold Bitcoin.
Yeah, man. And it's just a little flash drive you plug in and you can ready
Is
to
that the
go.
one you were? Is that the one you wore on your hat? You're like, I got two wallets in my hat.
No, no, they were open dimes. So I have a Bitcoin open dime with some Bitcoin on it, not on this hat, obviously. And I have a Litecoin open dime with one Litecoin on it that I got at the Litecoin Summit. So I got that from Mantis Crypto. So check
Okay.
out Mantis Crypto, guys. They had a booth at the Litecoin Summit. Awesome guys. They have like crypto gift cards and a lot of collectibles. Like, I mean, check all this stuff out, man. Like this amount of swag. You can get all these kinds
Their
of
booth
tokens.
looks like that. Their
Yeah.
booth looks like that thing.
So this is actually Bitcoin. This has Bitcoin on it. It's unforked Bitcoin, pre-Bitcoin Cash, and it has like all the forks: Bitcoin Gold, Private, Diamond, all that. I think this is like $1,000 coin in collector's value, but cryptocurrency. If I sweep this, I think it's only worth about $200. So it's worth $800 more than the money that's on it because of the collector's value of it. So this is worth more than the Bitcoin that's on it because Bitcoin is on it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, Mantis Crypto is awesome. We're definitely gonna look to have them at Blockchain Beach. They're not too far from LA, actually.
No, and they're really cool guys, man. I like their company a lot. I like that there's a place that people can go to get authentic crypto collectibles without no, like, this actually has one whole Litecoin on it. You don't have to worry. This has Litecoin and Litecoin Cash because they forked Litecoin, man. So check it out.
I need to get my Litecoin Cash and probably dump it.
Actually, to be honest, that was a non-event for me. I ignored it, just like I'm ignoring the Bitcoin Cash fork. I'm ignoring it. It doesn't. I don't even care. I honestly never forked my Litecoin. Charlie, everybody listening, I never forked my Litecoin because I didn't want to participate in that event. And it wasn't like, oh, dude, you're missing out on money. There's a lot of things I do that make me miss out on money, and it's not to make money, it's to make a point. Like, I finally feel like I understand the Joker when he's burning the money, and he's like, it's not about the money, it's about sending a message. And that's how I sort of feel when it comes to buying Bitcoin with fiat. Every time I put fiat into Bitcoin, I'm burning that shit. It's not about the money, it's about the message.
That's a good analogy. But yeah, before we wrap up, just want to let you know I did a quick video of pretty much my experience at World CryptoCon. Loved hanging out with you and the entire East Coast team. Met a lot of East Coast people. I'll be putting that up. That'll be seeable on the Blockchain Plus YouTube channel.
I'll put that in a description box, everybody. Send me a link,
yeah.
I'll put it down there.
I'll send it to you. And then the content for the show, for the Ghost Bank Crypto Show, will be on the Blockchain Plus channel. And I look forward to joining you and Omar and Bitcoin Ben as YouTube content creators.
Dude, welcome to the ranks, bro. It's about time.
Welcome to the ranks. Yeah, Crypto Blood called me out. He's like, "Where's your show at, man?"
Yeah.
All these YouTubers. What about you? I was like, "Dang, it's time. It's my time."
He has a good point. Like, honestly, I know a lot of these people, but you have a lot more like hands-on time with a lot of us, like YouTubers and content creators and enthusiasts. You know, you have a lot of opportunity to make content that and I think you need to take a little bit of your own advice, bro. Don't be afraid to start small.
I won't start small. Yeah, today we'll be shooting and checking audio and video, and then hopefully within this month we'll have the first episode out and we'll get the ball rolling.
All right, guys. So, yeah, to wrap things up, the links are in the description box below. You can check out blockchainbeach.us. I have a link down there to Gaston Cruz's Twitter account. I'll add more links to the things that we were speaking of down there below. Just do me a favor, guys. If you're watching this, pound that thumbs up button. Even if you don't like this for whatever reason, just hit that thumbs down button. Just hit a button. Let me know how you feel. Drop a comment. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know how you really feel. Don't forget to click subscribe and flick the alert bell right next to subscribe, guys. And yeah, have a day.
One more thing. You can definitely come to my meetups as well. If you want to go to Blockchain Plus, Blockchain Beach meetup, go to blockchainbeach.us. You want to be at a smaller event, go to meetup.com/blockchain plus.
Yo, you heard him. Do it.
Awesome. That was good, man. It's just like old times.